Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the summer player exits. What players are currently being very close to leaving FC Barcelona in this coming summer. Then we're going to be moving on towards Laporte, a center back that Barcelona is keen on looking on if the club does want to strengthen their back line. All of this is going to be discussed in today's video. So before we do go into the next phase of this video, I do want to shout out our sponsors for today, and that is going to be about the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app has always been considered as the best football app you could find in the App Store. This is an app that does give you the live updates on player stats, where the team is at during the league, any international competitions that's going on throughout the year. The OneFootball app will keep you up to date. And one of the best features that the OneFootball app does carry, it does display the up-to-date football stories. When it comes to any transfer news, the OneFootball app will be there to inform you. And knowing that we are going to be entering a transfer window in this coming summer, knowing that there could be a lot of moves going on within this club, specifically for Barcelona, the OneFootball app is going to be there to inform you. So if you guys do want to download the OneFootball app, the link is going to be down below. You would be able to click that link. It will take you straight to the App Store. You would be able to download the OneFootball app and then turn on the push notifications, and you'll be set from there. But now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back into the video. But we are first going to be talking about Konrad De La Fuente, which is going to be the first player that could be leaving Barcelona in this coming summer. So look, we have discussed earlier that once the Memphis Depay deal does come into a full completion, there is going to be a need of players leaving, especially in the attacking line for this summer, and for the sake of these players continuing to develop. And so we do have a player like Francisco Trincao, and that other player is Konrad De La Fuente. And it says here that there are talks between Barcelona and Marseille for Konrad De La Fuente, although negotiations are currently in the initial stages. No official bid yet. There are good relations between the clubs. Barcelona will be ready to sell Konrad De La Fuente permanently if it does include a buyback option. And so look, when it comes to Konrad De La Fuente, this player for Barcelona, when it comes to him playing in the first team, he has played a total of 3 games, but within those 3 games, he has only played 46 minutes, 2 games in the Champions League and 1 game in the Copa del Rey. And you look at these stats, right? This data coming from Konrad De La Fuente and how he was used in the past season, it is quite clear that Ronald Koeman does not count on this player just yet. And this is a very questionable transfer coming from Barcelona, because many are rating Konrad De La Fuente as a very good player. You look at how he has been playing with Barcelona B under Garcia Pimienta. He has been playing as a right winger, as a left winger. There has been reports stating that he could be playing as a left back or maybe as a right back, similar to what Alphonso Davies has done with Bayern Munich. But overall, you look at this player, he has been heavily used with Barcelona B. And I think that with Konrad going to a team like Marseille, I do believe that he is going to that club because he does know that he is going to continue to be used very frequently. But let's focus on this deal just for a second, right? Because this is a very interesting deal. The fact that Barcelona want to place a buyback option within this transfer deal, this basically does mean that this club, Barcelona, do want to keep an eye on Konrad De La Fuente to see if he does perform excellent within the league. Because if he does, and Konrad De La Fuente does impress, Barcelona are going to be wanting to look for a return for this player, because again, this is a great player. But I also do understand that the Barcelona attacking line, the options, is well oversaturated. And we look at how this French club does compete within the league. They are very competitive. You can see that they are also very tactically flexible and they adapt to different formations. But one of the most consistent things that I have seen this French club do in the last 6 to 7 games within the league, they have used a 3-man back line with 5 men being in the midfield. So you can assume that Konrad De La Fuente going into this team could be playing as a right winger or as a left winger within that 5-man midfield, which is going to be perfect. They will convert this player into a player where he can play a very important part for this French club. But going back into the buyback option, hopefully there could be a set price that Barcelona is going to be placing. I do not want to see a buyback option where it does depend on his performance. If he performs better, the buyback option is going to be more expensive. If he performs very poorly, the buyback option is going to be less expensive. I do not want to see that, because I do think that Konrad will impress. He will play very well going up against PSG, Lyon, something that many of us are going to be wanting to see how he does develop. And if he does that, then that would mean that Barcelona are going to have to pay a higher price, and we do not want that. So hopefully there is a set price for this player. But that is going to be the final conclusion. This is a great transfer. Hopefully he continues to get better as a player, and this is only going to leave space within our attacking line. And this will not be the last player that Barcelona is going to be selling within this coming summer. Then I do want to move on towards Junior Firpo, because this is also another player that Barcelona do want to sell. And it says here, according to Juan Marti, Junior Firpo is ready to join AC Milan this summer. He prioritizes a move to AC Milan over a team in England. He also prefers a permanent exit from FC Barcelona. There is great optimism regarding the deal being struck between AC Milan and Barcelona for this player. Now, one thing is very clear, right? Looking at this report, we can see that Firpo even himself wants a way out. This is not just Barcelona wanting to sell Junior Firpo immediately. Junior Firpo, the player himself, wants to leave. And I think that he is very well aware that the level that he does bring to Barcelona is a level that Barcelona are not okay with. And again, Firpo is very well aware. I do applaud this player for making a decision on his own and say that I am not ready for a team like Barcelona and that I should move elsewhere, because there are many players that come into Barcelona, believe that they can't bring the level and never leave the club because they simply do not want to. Junior Firpo is a different case. And does this mean that Junior Firpo is a bad player? No, I am not saying that. Junior Firpo is a great player. We saw how he did play with Real Betis. We know the type of goals he can score, the type of assist he could bring. He is a quality player. But again, when it comes to a player joining Barcelona for the first time, it is always going to be a risk, because playing for a team like Barcelona, the demands are very high and you do have to deliver. So it's always going to be a different case when it comes to playing for Barcelona. But I do want to give a backstory on this AC Milan Barcelona deal. AC Milan at this very moment, they are not in favor on purchasing Junior Firpo this summer. As of now, AC Milan do much rather prefer for a loan, and Barcelona do not want that. Barcelona do want to sell this player permanently. And I believe that if there is no deal that can be struck between these two clubs, I do assume that there are going to be other clubs that are going to be waiting, because Firpo is one of the most high demanding players that Barcelona is going to be selling. And if you were to ask me, okay, then what could be the asking price for this player? I do see a total of 18 to 20 million euros that Barcelona could be achieving. And once Junior Firpo is sold, we are going to be discussing who could be that next left back, who could be that second option behind Jordi Alba. Now look, we have discussed on who that player could be. Maybe Barcelona could be looking at this and take a much different route. Maybe incorporate Lisandro Martinez to play as a left back at some times and be that second option behind Jordi Alba, because Lisandro Martinez at Ajax, yes, he does play as a left center back, but there has been many times within Ajax where he has played as a left back. And let me tell you, Lisandro Martinez playing as a left back, he does very well at doing that. He has scored a total of 2 goals within 10 games. And when he is told on what he should be doing defensively, he does very well at doing so. And then we also do have our third option, which is going to be Alejandro Balde, which is going to be another player that Barcelona is going to be looking on incorporating. Alejandro Balde is a player coming from the academy. He is a very young player, and I do assume that eventually, maybe in about 5 years, Alejandro Balde could be a starter for this club. And lastly, I do want to move on towards Laporte. Laporte is a center back that did leave Athletic Club back on January 2018 and moved to Manchester City. Ever since then, Laporte has been playing occasionally under Pep Guardiola. But we do have a very interesting report coming from Sam Lee, and he has stated that the idea of returning to Spain has always attracted Laporte. The defender already informed Man City 6 months ago, which is back on January 2021, about his desire to leave this club, and he was told that he could leave if City do see a very good offer. Now many are going to be asking, could we see Laporte act as a left back and be the second option towards Jordi Alba? I do not think so. Yes, he has played as a left back, but only once under Pep Guardiola for a total of 49 minutes. I do not see this player being as flexible as Lisandro Martinez, but he is a great player when it comes to him being a center back. And with Laporte potentially coming to FC Barcelona, if this does end up being a very serious case for this club, then that would automatically mean that at least one player out of the 2 players, which is Umtiti and Lenglet, are going to have to leave immediately in this summer. But just to give you guys more clarity on this transfer, I just want you guys to keep this transfer in mind. I do not want you guys to believe that this is a player that Barcelona are heavily negotiating with. This is just a report that Laporte does want to potentially leave Man City immediately. And that is it, because Laporte right now is worth around 50 million euros according to the transfer market. And City have made it very clear that they would like to see a very good offer for this young center back. And when it comes to Barcelona, at this very moment, we are not that club where we can give a very good offer for a defender like Laporte, especially when it is 50 million euros. But let me tell you, there is a chance that Barcelona could be incorporating that amount of money, anywhere from between 50 to 90 million euros, because Barcelona, Joan Laporta, Matteo Alemany are planning on selling a total of 14 players, whether it's a loan or a permanent sale. And if Barcelona do want to sell and incorporate incorporate 50 to 90 million euros off of the player sales, I can only see Barcelona going for De Ligt, because I do believe that if Barcelona want to spend that amount of money after these transfer exits, it should be on De Ligt. So as of now, when it comes to Laporte, it's going to have to be a miracle for Barcelona to negotiate a lower fee. The only thing that we do know right now is that Pep Guardiola is keen on having a clear out with Man City in the summer and selling a total of 9 players. And you better bet that Laporte is within that list. And this is me just speculating, right? But we have seen Joan Laporta and Pep Guardiola at Mallorca talking. I do not know if they were talking about maybe a potential transfer, maybe talking about Barcelona or Man City, who knows? But this is just speculation. I think that it's very interesting to see Guardiola and Laporta together having a talk. Who knows what they're talking about? But I think that if City and Guardiola are very serious on this clear out, then they should be willing on negotiating a lower fee for their transfers. But that's going to be it for today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.